So my role as chef pâtissier at Le Manoir is to look after all the sweet items in the pastry for our guests, and it includes also the bread, it includes the chocolate, confiserie, ice cream and sorbet, as we'll talk later on, of course, and also all the plated desserts and the related items which we will put as amenities in the bedrooms. We are fortunate to have a team of 13 chefs, including me, to cope with all the needs and preparation required for our guests. So that will be starting at 5:30 in the morning, and then we'll be there possibly until 1 the following morning, and make sure we cater and cover all the needs of our guests. Okay, so I go through all the menus we run. I'm supposed to remember how many we've got all together, but I know we've got our lunch menus, for which we've got a 7-course and a 5-course, plus our à la carte. Then it changes for dinner for a 7-course and a 6-course, plus the à la carte. And we've got all our private dining, different sets of menus, according to different seasons, which can be offered as a choice to our guests. Raymond Blanc is very influential in what we do at Le Manoir. He's the essence of what we're trying to achieve. He sets the tone, he sets the directions in everything we do. I've been working with him for 20 years, so now I believe I know a little, I would say I know not a little bit, I know exactly where he's going with it, and I think he surrounds himself with all heads of department and managers which have been with him for a long time, which actually can pass this on and eventually set the tone also and pass it on to our colleagues to make sure they're actually following it up. It is very important for us to have the right, not only the right ingredients, but also the right equipment to do the job. Obviously, we want to deliver the best, not only food, but also the best technique, the best available techniques to our guests. So for that, the equipment is crucial as to achieving the excellence we are looking for. And I've been blessed enough to have been handpicking every equipment, not for their brand, but for their abilities to fit one technique in particular. I'll give you an example. If you take a prover, we take the best prover on the market. Not just one company will cater for everything. We take the best prover on the market. And then so is for our bread oven. We pick a French bread oven, which has been specially designed for bread. And I know through my experience working in France, these are the renowned bread oven. And they might not be as good to other things, but this is what I picked. And in terms of ice cream machine, we took Carpigiani on board, of course, as they are for me the best equipment to fit ice cream making at the moment. I find Carpigiani a simple equipment to work with, reliable, and also crucially the service on those machines is really second to none, and definitely in the UK has been a great support for the past 20 years. I would recommend Carpigiani to anybody for all the reasons I've just stated, in particular with the fact that they will be there to support you not only on delivery but also through any difficulties you may face in the future. Plus, they've been a great asset with us with the Coupe du Monde. Obviously, we are working very hard to develop pastry, not only at Le Manoir but also in the UK. And every time you've asked them for a little bit of support or help, they've been there and they've lent us a machine, and every time that has actually delivered the job we were looking for. So yes, definitely, it's not just about buying a machine, it's making sure that after you bought it, they are there also to help you out with it. Well, what do I see my role in the future is about trying to develop further pastry chef in the UK. And where I feel very proud at the moment is having mostly a team of young British chefs. When I started there 20 years ago, I had to recruit from France mainly. But then I realized that the French colleagues, even though as pleasant to work with, they were not the most reliable. And also they were there, you know, it was more like a stage journey for them to come in England, to move on somewhere else. So we were not actually developing more talent. And in the past 10 years, gradually, we brought the young pastry chef. We brought pastry back into the curriculum of a chef. When before nobody wanted to be a pastry chef, today it is a career that youngsters aspire to actually do for a living. So it's my role today to coach, mentor, teach, eventually guide and support youngsters in the UK to become a pastry chef and be a successful one, hopefully in the future.